never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes, tell me everything's not fine, or that people ain't happy.
Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, this is What If Deku is the son of the Joker, part 5, I think. I think it is. Alright, as we start off our story, we're going to start off story with some other people that we haven't, touched upon forever in this What If. So as we start the episode off with, One for All and Kirigiri, as All for One's on his chair or whatever. He's like, Kirigiri, how is young Shigaraki's training going? Master, it's going very well. He's already getting used to taking lives. The first time, it was difficult for the boy, but he's slowly numbing to the pain. As All for One smiling and laughing. As we cut to, Shigaraki's... We're doing a little flashback where Shigaraki's doing his first murder. As Kirigiri opens a portal, as they both step out on top of a building. As he's like, Kirigiri, what are you doing here? Simple, young Shigaraki. You're gonna get your first kill. Is that what Master wants? Yes, it is, young Shigaraki, young Master. I want you to kill that hero, as he points at some unknown hero. How you do it, it's up to you. As he portals onto the ground. As he puts a hood over his head. He has a hoodie. As the hero is stopping, as we cut to the hero. Stop there, villain. As a mugger grabs the purse from a woman. As he chases him down, tackles him, put handcuffs on him. As he's like, thank you, hero. It's like, no problem, just do my job, ma'am. As the press, it's like, oh, no, I don't do interviews. But because I'm in a good mood, I might as well. As he does the interview, as he walks off, as Shigaraki, kind of bumps into him. Oh, my apologies. Oh, it's quite alright, young man. As he accidentally, he thinks he dropped something. Oh, I believe this is yours, as he touches his hands. As he touches the hero on his hand with all his 5 fingers. No problem, Mr. Hero. Have a good day. As he walks away, hitting the alleyway. As the hero decays. As he's screaming, as everyone's like, what the hell? Like, everyone's like, everyone sees this, the press and everything. As Kirigiri portals him up to the building, very good. As Shigaraki's, his eyes are widened as he's breathing heavy, as his hands are twitching. As he starts scratching his neck. This is where he starts doing that. As he's like, as he's flipping out, I can't believe I did that. But it was easy. As he's like, he's having, his little breakdown. His own version of it. As we cut back to the current time with All for One. As Kirigiri leaves. As All for One hears the voice. As she's like, hello there. As All for One's like, who is there? Show yourself. As he gets up and ready to attack. I suggest you sit down. I'm not here. I'm not technically here, and I wish to have a chat with you, all for one. Or should I say, give me a second. I totally forgot. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't really find it, so, he knows his name. I just don't know it, and, I know Shigaraki killed his parents, but this was his first murder, not by, his first murder of a hero, so let's clear that up. I kind of misspoke on that one part, so. As All for One's eyes widen, as he's like, what do you want? What are you after? As the mysterious voice that's in, All for One's head. It's simple, Mr. All for One. I wish to assist you in your endeavors of killing All Might. As he starts laughing hysterically. As he's like, who are you? My name's not important now. But what do you say? Would you say we, team up, sort of say? I just want something in return for helping you kill your nemesis. As All for One's like, what? It's simple. Your creations, those nomus, you call them, they're fascinating. I want one made to my, to, sorry. I want one made to my own design. He wants one made, he wants one made, like, to his, what he wants a Nobu to have. And he's like, those quirks you you used are quite fascinating. I wish to study that more, but nevertheless, I'm going to have to go. All I ask you to do, you don't have to, but it would be a great service to our lasting relationship when you agree, All for One. As he's like, what exactly do you want me to do if I agree to this partnership? It's simple. I want you to create, have some nomos, cause some chaos in Japan, in the U.S., specifically Gotham City. As he's like, I don't want nothing to do with, but what about Batman? The Bat. Don't worry, All for One. All for One knows about the, heroes and all that stuff, so he knows about that. I have plans for him. Until next time, I can't wait to see your progress. As we cut to a like scenery, it's like a birding Gotham. As you see skulls on a graveyard, as there's tombstones lining up, as you see a big tombstone with Superman's cape flapping in the wind, as you see a long chain going further down, as you see a throne made out of decayed body parts, as you see these demented kids, like demented looking, as you see a man with a leather suit, straight up leather gear, and he has some sort of visor on his head. It's like spikes go all around it. As you guys probably know with who's, as he's like, soon, that universe will be mine as well. As we cut back to Midoriya. Yeah, we'll cut back to Midoriya. As Midoriya's on the balcony, as Ms. Roadfield sees Harley Quinn in the background, And she's like, that's Harley Quinn. What is she doing here? As Decky's like, Miss Rosefield, is everything all right? Oh, yeah, it's fine, Izuku. Sir, I have something to take care of. As Izuku gets up, I'll be in my office if you need me. Yes, sir. As Izuku walks off, as Miss Rosefield walks down the stairs, going down to the main floor where all the guests are at, people at the club. As you see Tugga pop their head up, it can't be, sis. Look, it's Harley. As they're gushing over Harley, Harley's like, hello there. As she's she's talking with the young twins. It's like, you're my idol. As she kind of smiles. At least you girls have taste. As Poison Ivy's like, yeah, I don't think you're the role model type, dear. And she's like, shut up, Ivy. As Ms. Rosefield, hello, Harleen. As, oh, Rosefield. I need, sorry, I have someone to talk to. As Ms. Rosefield walks away, I don't think so. I believe, we need to have a discussion. As they go to a separate room, it's upstairs somewhere. As she sees pictures of Izuku. That's picture with the man and Ms. Rosefield. What are you after, Harley? Where's the clown? And she's like, I'm not longer with that abusive dick. As she's getting upset, as Ivy's like, calm down. Yes, I know. I'm here to see my son. And she's like, son? I don't think you're... I didn't think you had a son. I know you had a daughter, but... As she describes him, as she's like, what does Izuku have anything to do with this? As she mentions the green-haired boy. And she's like, that's my kid. I have every right to see him now. After I found out that what's been going on. She doesn't know about the whole, doll maker thing, but he's dealing with the bats, and he's going to get himself locked up if he continues during this path. Tugga's not with them, so she's talking about it herself. She knew Harley was Izuku's son because she had, she took blood from him before, so to get, who his real parents were. So she knew, as she, as that goes on, as she says, does the clown know? As Harley's like, what do you mean? You're taking this, as Ivy's like, you're taking this very well. Of course I knew, I fully don't know who his parents was. I had his, I had a DNA. I had, it was easy to figure out this took some of his blood when he went for a checkup. And I figured out who his parents were. But I want to know, does he know of does the father know he exists? As she's like, no, I'm not planning to tell him ever. As Miss Roche was good. I've had dealings with that man, and he is far, far more dangerous than people led to believe. As Harley knows how dangerous Joker is. But the issue is, but Izuku is he has a lot of problems right now, dealing with a lot of stuff right now. So, as as Miss Rose said, I have an idea. Refrain from revealing your identity just yet. What do you mean? How would you like a job? As she smiles. What do you mean? I have a lot of work to do, and he needs someone to keep him toe to toe, so you're perfect. As she's going to be Izuku's, Harley's going to be Izuku's new attendant. As you need someone as Ivy's like, but wouldn't it be easier to just tell him? Izuku is, don't know how he would take that. I've seen Izuku do a lot of things. Very disturbing things. But I don't know if he would try to kill you or he would embrace you. I'm not totally sure on that. And the last thing I need him going on a killing spree. So we're going to do it this way. I'll ease it. We'll ease into there. And when the time's right, you'll be able to tell him. What you say, Harleen? As she's like, fine. As she shake her hand. But what about, I've been meaning to ask. Why are you working with my son instead of Penguin? As she's like, I don't think Harley knows that Izuku killed the Penguin, but if she does, she doesn't. Batman told her a lot of things, but not about that. As it's simple, Harleen. Your son killed him. And she's like, what? Yeah, your son killed him. He did a lot more than kill him. You know that serial killer that suddenly disappeared? What's his face? Dollmaker. Yeah. Well, I don't know how Izuku and him, I don't know how Dollmaker and Izuku know each other, but he knows his process. So he turned, she showed her a clip as she gasped, and he kind of blew up the old club. Try to piss off the bat, I think. I'm not totally sure why he's messing with the bat. I think he just does it because he finds it funny. As they get to the main office, they both walk in. Ivy, Harleen, Rosefield. As that happens, as Miss Rosefield, what do you have for me? As Harleen sees her son, she wants to tell her who she really is, but she doesn't. She enters the agreement, so, she'll eventually, reveal it. But as that goes on, oh, yes, sir, I have a new hiree. Because I have more of a bigger workload now with this club running. I need to make sure you're taken care of. So Miss Harleen over here will be attending you from now on. As Izuku looks at her. Huh. As the twins. You were, nice to meet you, Harley. I really don't know, should I know you? You look familiar. As the twins pop up, it's Harley Quinn, boss. All right, girls, tone it down. Very well. Miss Harley, it's very nice to meet you. My apologies if I don't know your, what is it called? Give me a second here. I'm not familiar of your work. Don't really pay attention to most villains, so it was nice to meet you and welcome aboard, I guess. Now that's out of the way. I think it's time for me to. It's getting pretty late. As Ms. Rosie is past your bedtime music. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna head off to bed. I'll see you in the morning, I guess. We have a couple things to do in the morning, Miss Harleen. As Harleen was, after she got out of the room, she started crying as Ivy, picked her up. And she said, that was a lot harder. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. As, Ivy's, cheering her up. And she's like, you're Harleen. Of course you could do this. As, she gets psyched up. She's like, damn right, I could do this. As, she goes off and does her own thing for the night. As we cut to Izuku in his room as he passes out. Give me a second here. As he falls asleep, as we're going to cut to Izuku's, he doesn't know what it is. As he wakes up, as he falls asleep, instantly he's in like a dark area. It seems like a dark, he doesn't see anything. It's all dark. As it's a, kind of like a dark room. As he's like, hello there, Izuku Quinzel. As Deku's like, who the hell are you? What the hell is this? And how do you know my last name? Oh, I know a lot of things about you, Izuku. Or should I call you Deku? That's the name you like to use recently. As he's like, Deku's be fine. Very well. Where you show yourself. As, Izuku's getting irritated. No. Unfortunately, I can't do that. At the moment. But soon, Izuku. Soon. But, never said, you have impressed me, boy. The things you've done. Ooh, goody. I've been having a blast watching your work. Especially when you're improving people. Fascinating, really. Just by watching that man work, you copied his process, and you've improved it somewhat. You're a talent. You're a natural born talent. You'll be great use to me in the future, Izuku. As Izuku's like, what are you after? And I'm no one's pawn. As he starts laughing. He's like, oh, Izuku, poor Deku. You're a pawn already. You just don't know it yet. Don't worry. We'll come to face real soon. I'm dying to meet you. As two chained up Robins, well, yeah, you kind of know what I'm going with this. Attack Midoriya as he wakes up from his nightmare. As he's like, what the hell was that? As he's visibly upset. As he gets up and goes to, the fire range for, he had a separate building made. As he gets up, as he left without Quinn, as he told the driver, drive to the range. As it's like, let's say it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. As he gets to the range. And inform Miss Rosefield where I'm at. Yes, sir. As he drives off. As he starts throwing cards at the targets. As he's getting flashbacks of the dream. As it's shivering down his spine. As before we cut to a scene I didn't put in there, but it's in there now, as he goes, before I leave, Izuku, I know who your father is, and your mother. I know who your parents are. If you don't get in my way, better yet, if you join me, I can tell you who your parents are. Think about that. As he says, like, how the fuck does he know who my parents are? Who the fuck is he? When I find him, I'm gonna kill him. As then he starts throwing, As Harleen gets there, finally, as she walks in, as she sees him blowing up things, as she's like, as she taps him shoulder, as Deku's like, "What?" Um, Deku, it's me, Harleen. Ah, my apologies, Miss Harleen. Caught me on a bad day. She's like, if you say what I think you're going to say, don't say it. And she's like, oh, that's no fun. I actually did a little bit of research on the Joker. He's an interesting character, nonetheless, but nevertheless. I'm almost done here. She's like, you have powers? Oh, he's like, oh, yeah, I do. Well, as he throws a card hitting a bullseye. Oh, I'll show you, actually. It's not very often people ask for my powers are. Most people think I'm throwing random metal cards everywhere, but I'll show you. See, I have a quirk called Gamble. I'm able to reproduce playing cards. As he hands one over as his metal. And this little part of my quirk, as he makes dice, as he charges them, as he hands them to Harleen, throw them. As she throws them, as there's a big explosion, as she smiles. And she's like, that's awesome. And it's like, but how did he get these powers if you knew? She's just trying to get her another son. Oh, it's a quirk. And she's like, quirk? Oh, and she, remembers. There's some people who have quirks. Yeah, I'm learning all sorts of things with this thing. It does a lot more than I thought it would ever do. But enough said. So what's the agenda on today, Miss Harleen? Yeah, because he doesn't know her last name, so that's why he doesn't know that's his mother, because she hasn't really said her last name. Oh yes, you have a. They have to go a couple places, and they do that. They go around that as the day progresses. As we continue, as we cut to Arkham Asylum, as you have the Joker in his cell, no, not his cell. He's in like the lunchroom area, as they're doing a report on the new rising threat in the world, as they're doing a report on Deku, as they're like, as he sees, Deku in a clip when he was beating up Nightwing, as he's like, interesting. The kid reminds me of someone. Can't put my thought on it. As he's like, ding, ding, ding. Kind of reminds me of a young me. Well, as he gets up from the chair, stretches. Alright, I think it's time I get out of here. I'm dying to meet the boy. As Joker picks up as he goes into an area as he gets into a room, as he had someone stashed up in there. As he gets on a desk, as he takes off the ceiling, the little vent thing or whatever, he has his hammerhead in. As he's like, it's time to bust the joint. As he throws Joker gas grenade, balls of Joker gas. As everyone starts laughing in Slam Asylum. As Joker just walks out of the area because he throws it in a vent. As everyone starts laughing hysterically as Joker's like, what's the matter? Don't know what the guard 225. Let's make that, as he pulls a knife, let's turn that frown upside down, shall we? As you see the man screaming, as Joker's laughing, as he carves a happy face on his face, as he leaves, as he has the knife in his hand, still dripping blood, as several of Joker's men, boss, good boys, let's get back to the hideout. I I have a new friend to meet. And get me out of these, I must be. But first, a wardrobe change is necessary, boys. It's going to be fun. As they drive off, as we're going to stop it there. Yeah, we're going to stop it there. Yeah, because I was determined to either do this one or the symbiote deku, but I'm gonna wait on that because I got to still come up with a good plot line for the for that story. So the zombie outbreak deku will be out on Thursday. Then after that, I will focus on one of my other what ifs for the next 5 parts. Then I'll do that. Then I'll eventually get around back to the Joker deku and the symbiote deku and zombie deku, or the outbreak deku, whatever. So I'm doing 5 episodes per what if, just to cycle them around. So there's that, and there won't be any more. Huh. I got one I want to make. Was the one I made a thumbnail for. What if my remake? So that one will be on the next one on the list. My remake of Android 17 Deku. There won't be no more new what ifs until I get some of the load off my on my table. Some of these what ifs out of the way. So, and I usually stop my what ifs after the All Might and All for One fight. But with these newer ones, I'm trying to create my own unique stories, like with the Joker what if and with the symbiote Deku. So I don't know if the Joker what if, he'll definitely go into Japan, but he won't be in like the whole canon stuff. Like there will be canon in it, but it's not going to be focused on UA in Japan. It's mostly focused in the Gotham world. Because I got kind of bored with doing the same old story over and over again. Just change a couple parts. I just want to do something new. So this is what I'll be doing. Especially with my Marvel, if I'm combining a universe with my what ifs, they're usually going to be something I normally don't do. So I make my own story and add it into it. So that's basically what these are basically at. But I've been yammering on enough about this. So hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones. All right, catch you guys later. All right, bye.